Welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
And we're going to share another Coke today. That's how we're going to start.
That's right. With Chris.
With Chris.
Carlos. Chris Short Carlos.
Chris Carlos. Because he recently shared a Coke with me.
That's right. If you can be Victor, then he can be Carlos.
Yes. And I got to have, what was it, a Slovakian?
Yes, a Slovak accent.
So, Chris, you can be Carlos and have an Austrian accent.
Carlos is Austrian?
He is today. Only because producer was telling us about
the Austrians
Pedro and Paco. That work for the Austrians.
Children.
Yes, those poor children.
They are poor. They have no money. They do no chores. They get no allowance.
So yes, Chris, have this Carlos Coke on us. Actually, I'm going to start drinking it.
Yeah, so you don't even get to have it. Jared's going to drink you.
Monster's almost out, and we don't want that happening. Nobody wants to be out of Monster. Oh, look, Facebook is talking to us.
It's fun when producer gets notifications on our little teleprompter.
Yes, I'll say. All right. Would you like to start, or do you want...
Okay, I have a little story. This makes me laugh. Okay.
Then it will make me laugh, too. Yay!
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you'll think it's dumb. Okay. So, let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What? Things that you think are dumb?
It reminded me of a follow-up for the story that I told a few episodes back, but we can get to that.
So, answer me this.
Riddle me this.
You have a bag...
You're even green like the Riddler today. Very nice.
I feel like one big question mark.
You should.
Anyway, so you have a big bag of chips, right? And it's down to the very bottom of the bag of chips.
I hate the bottom of the
What
bag
do you
of
do?
chips. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I chuck them. I cannot stand the crumbs and the
No. Let's say that there's not just crumbs left. Like, you've got probably an eighth of the bag left. You gotta, like, reach all the way in.
I either pour them in a bowl or I shake them down to the bottom of the bag to eat them to get them easier.
Well...
What did you do?
I have a better trick that I learned from my dad.
Yay!
He would pull out his little pocket knife scissors and cut the top of the bag off. So now you have a short bag.
Brilliant!
Right? But whenever I do it at home, the hubs get so mad.
Why?
He thinks it's the most ridiculous thing he's ever seen. And every time I do it, he says we should just be living in a camper trailer.
Well, you want to know. I'm like, I can go to that. Speaking of, I'm like, I can take that segue. Speaking of ridiculous things that drive you nuts. So growing up, and this goes along with the chips and the bags, my dad, and apparently he still does it to this day. And you have to be very careful. If there's like a bag of chips, or sometimes they get the malto meal cereals or whatever, and nobody, because I just said, I hate the crumbs, I hate, especially cereal, I hate the dust.
Oh yeah, the cereal is bad. Now, if you're talking corn chips, the crumbs can be great if like you mix them with cheese and stuff.
Oh yeah, they can be put into chili or whatever, what have you.
But cereal?
But no, he likes to combine bags. So if there's something...
What if it's not the same cereal?
He doesn't care. We're talking about my father.
It's a shame.
A crying one at that.
In a bucket.
A bucket.
Crying in a bucket. That's my dad. He says that sometimes.
So yes, it drives us all nuts.
That's funny. So you have like mixed bags.
So you will have mixed bags. So you know how, let's say you have your bag of Lay's potato chips. And you know when you open them about how full the bag's actually going to be. So if you ever see a bag in my parents' closet that is full to the brim and just like neatly tucked over, you know that it's been combined.
You're like, whoa, I thought I was getting sour cream and onion. These are barbecue.
Exactly. Exactly. It is the most maddening thing.
Well, I will tell you, we've learned at our house growing up that what you see is not always what you get. And that is especially true come gift-giving time. So...
I think I might have already talked about this.
I don't know if I've told this story before, but once upon a time, my dear nephew, George Michael, was just a child at the time.
Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
Well, he did. So it's Christmas morning, we're opening gifts, and little George Michael, who's probably 4, he opens a box, and it's the box for a porch light.
Was he excited he was getting a porch
He was
light?
so excited. He was like, cool! And goes and puts it in his stuff. And then my poor mother was like, you need to open the box. And then he was like, well, train whistle's also kind of cool, but I think he was really looking forward to the porch light.
Can you imagine? It is my porch light. You will only turn it on when I say.
I would love to have known what he would have
I don't
done
care if
with
you
it.
stumble through the dark.
The Hubs doesn't. He never turns on the porch light, you know.
Oh, I do know. There was
You have
one
to
time I
blindly
pulled
get up to the porch.
pulled up to your house, and you guys were like all in the back, and there's this like you could only see the one faint light from the front. Like, this is the murder row house.
Thank you. He doesn't believe me that is just an invitation to come try to break in and murder us all. Don't do it, please. Jared would be very upset.
I would. And that would totally botch up our plan to go together.
That's right. We have plans, people. Honestly. We should be careful when we
plans.
go on vacation then. Talk about putting all
Better
our eggs in
start
one
taking
basket.
separate planes. Good grief. It's a good thing we haven't ever had to fly anywhere for location shoots.
Yet.
That will change.
And
Stay
that's
tuned.
Honestly, that's not entirely true, but we didn't do a shoot at the time of the Angus Oblong visit.
Oh, no, we didn't. And we so need to.
We really should.
We should, and we need to shoot for his Long Beach convention.
Yes, but then we have to convince our executive producer to let us take producer.
Oh, yeah.
Because let's be
There's
honest,
that.
producer has a boss.
It isn't us.
Nope.
Wow, I love it when we think out loud on an episode and act like it's entertaining. Welcome to our production meeting.
What you all don't know is that really Jared's not talking to you. He's talking to a mirror behind the camera to himself.
I look so pretty today.
Please help me. Oh, no,
Yeah,
no!
dude.
Oh, no.
I do look so pretty today.
Oh, goodness. Now producer has... Sit in your chair!
This is why I need a seatbelt.
This is why he needs a lot of things. Oh, speaking of
Speaking of lots of
restraints.
things.
So, recently I was talking to Beverly Leslie.
Oh, that's right. We needed to bring in Beverly Leslie. We haven't talked about her in ages.
I know. So Beverly
Something.
Leslie, I was talking to her. She had purchased something that didn't work, and I asked her where she got it. And I was like, "Did you go to Harbor Freight?" And she was like, "No, I'm too intimidated by that kind of a store." And I said,
You know
"No,
what? It
What?
is kind of an intimidating store.
Harbor Freight? No." So check this out.
I'm like,
We're gonna have to go there one day because I said to her, "I'm like, no.
there's weird stuff in there.
That's the point." I said, "Beverly, this is the store that has all of the things you need in one place."
Empty Carlos.
Oh, for crying out loud. They have gloves. They have plastic. They have zip ties. They have a mess.
I caught it.
They have cleaner upper.
Look, producer's on it.
And once a year they have chicks.
What?
Baby chicks.
Oh,
I went there with the Hubs once and he's like, "Come on, it's chick days." And I got really mad. And then he thought it was hilarious when we hear this. Chirp, 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 chirp.
but you know what? In his defense, or in your defense, you could totally go to that store and expect that chick days would be
Right?
entirely something
With
else.
those hot short pants.
Oh, Daisy
Sweatpants
Dukes.
shorts. Yes. Anyway, so I told Beverly.
Oh, speaking
this
of
is
Daisy Dukes, go ahead.
this is the store where you can get zip ties and rope and plastic. And she said to me, "Oh, that reminds me, I do need to go to that store." So if I go missing, it's Beverly. No one's going to believe me. No, you know what? Forget it. Never mind. You guys are all useless to me. They all think she's fake. Even Allison, who has spoken to Beverly before, is now back on the she's make-believe bandwagon.
Great.
So I invited Beverly to go with us to a movie. And do you think that she came? No. And when I said, "Well,
No.
now Allison's not going to
We've
believe that you're real,"
invited her-
then Beverly was like, "Well, all the more reason for me not to show up." Thanks a lot, Beverly.
P.S.
P.S. Oh,
Never mind.
That makes me think of Topper. I want want to tell that story.
I do too. So we're going to tell that story next week, though, because we don't have enough time. But I wanted to tell you something real quick, and our viewers something real quick.
Okay. I gotta write down.
Because you're not going to believe this story when I tell you. Sesame Street is changing networks.
I heard about
Did you really
this.
hear?
Yes,
Okay.
HBO.
HBO.
What
So
gives?
I'm sorry.
This is what I've decided. It's because they're gonna start teaching them those 4-letter words, right?
Well, no, because that was my first thing. They're like,
Why?
Sesame Street is moving to HBO,
That's
and
the
I'm like,
weirdest thing I've
because
ever
when
heard.
I think of HBO, I think of naked vampires. I'm sorry that.
Well, HBO.
Ah.
Well, HBO is the place for all the like stuff that isn't normally on television because of a reason that it's not on television.
So yeah,
I'm
it just
concerned
blew
about what's
my
going to
mind.
happen. I don't understand. And now no one's going to watch PBS anymore because why
Well,
would you?
so this is what's going to happen. Is
What's
so
gonna
for
happen?
this.
Tell me the future. I'm excited.
My crystal ball. I should have a crystal ball on set. Anyway.
Snow globe.
Oh, we're white. Oh, we're not over too badly. Anyway.
You're still with us, right? We didn't lose you.
So they're going to re-edit some old shows to broadcast on PBS for a season, because the agreement is that the new season is going to air on HBO exclusively for 9 months and then be released to PBS.
So it'll be on both?
Eventually, yes. So, but while they're establishing this, they have an empty season on PBS now because they don't have 9 months to wait for
Right.
something. So that's why they're going to re-edit stuff.
I
and
don't
put it in.
understand. Why do both? Why do the one if you're still going to do the other?
So Sesame Workshop wasn't getting the funds it needed, so I think they were cut down to 18 episodes a season is what I read. And
Who is
so,
not paying for this?
So yeah, so the beauty with
Government.
HBO is they will be back up to 34 episodes a season, and
You know, this
Backtrack
just
at
goes to
PBS.
show that the country is not putting enough money into education.
that's right. They're too
We
busy-
got to learn us about our
They're
imaginary
worried about,
snuffleupaguses.
shutting down Planned Parenthood. So I say, take that money and put it into PBS.
Right.
That's it. All right, I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
Wow. She said it like she wasn't sure.
I had to read my name tag over it.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.